So thank you, Madam Speaker. I think one of the things that have been really clearly amplified over the last number of months, and why it is that Canada is being so well received by investors in foreign lands, is because they want consistency. They don't want to see rules being changed. That is such an important aspect when, whether it's a private corporation or any other sort of investment firm looking at investing in Canada. Does the member not realize that in parts of the motion that they're providing promotes those sorts of changes, which causes uncertainty, which could prevent investment from taking place in Canada?
Honourable member for Long Range Mountain.
Well, Madam Speaker, that is certainly not what I see at this present time. What I see is government overreach, and they want to have their hand-picked projects. They want to make Canadians reliant on government programs, and consistently and constantly I hear investors, business owners, people who want to grow say government just needs to get out of the way. And this is what the Canada Sovereignty Act is meant to ensure, to call the government to get out of the way so that we can grow as an economy right here in Canada.
Great answer.
Commentaires, questions and comments. The honourable member, l'honorable député de Pierre-Boucher, Les Patriotes.
The honourable member for Pierre-Boucher, Les Patriotes, Verchères. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I must admit that I'm a bit disappointed by this opposition motion on their opposition day, because they've been talking about the same things for so long, and I've been on the Hill for about 10 years now, Madam Speaker. Every time it's a Conservative opposition day, their motion, the long and short of it, is to call for more oil. In this motion, they say that Liberals cut EV subsidies, that they ended personal carbon tax, they committed to a new pipeline, and they also implemented C5, which allows the government to skirt all environmental legislation and regulations. So now the Liberals have done everything in the Conservatives' playbook. How do the Conservatives not get disappointed? I feel like the only thing that they can do now is radicalize.
Well, thank you. We continue to hope that the government takes our advice and reintroduces policy, and I guess we've been saying it for 10 years because this is what we're hearing from Canadians, and we welcome that the Liberals are taking these policies and reintroducing them, but lots of times they're half-baked. They're somewhere in the middle. They know it's what Canadians want, but they're not willing to go all the way. So I agree, but if Canadians want Conservatives, they need the real deal. They need to vote for Conservatives in the next election, and instead of the half-baked measures that Liberals are bringing forward.
Honourable member for Swift Current. Swift Current.
Grasslands Kinder.
Sorry, Grasslands Kinder.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And I just want to thank my colleague again for her terrific speech, because what she did really well was highlighted that the urban-rural divide is one of the biggest issues I think that Canada faces, and one of the best ways to tackle that issue would be through the Sovereignty Act, because there's a lot of nation-building potential that exists within this act. I'm wondering if she could just highlight a little bit of that as we go from here.
The honourable member for Long Range Mountain.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. What about the projects that are still caught up in regulatory paralysis, that don't qualify under nation-building projects? The government has given the ability for them to pick and choose what projects go forward, and we still have tons of smaller projects that are there that want to advance forward, and that is really punishing to rural parts of the country. And my riding is mostly all rural, so that is definitely a huge concern that I have and something that I hear on a consistent basis. Thank you.